Brexit talks are continuing, with the British government sending emissaries out to Brussels, while meantime at home, Theresa May is trying to keep the Tory party together. Her inability to effectively lead her own party has made it impossible for her to lead the country effectively in these negotiations. We've already agreed to pay over tens of billions of pounds that we had no legal obligation to do. Now she's flirting with continued membership of the single market, while issues like the Irish border are sorted out. Let's be straight here. If we're still members of the single market, with all of its rules and regulations, then we've achieved nothing. The EU side are making outrageous claims, suggesting that the Troubles may start again in Northern Ireland without their input. This is outrageous and a complete rewriting of history. To suggest that the EU is the only thing stopping the terrorist atrocities from starting again is a lie on the same scale as when they say it is the EU keeping the peace in Europe rather than the forces of NATO. The Irish border problem is solvable with technology, and the last thing anyone needs is politicians winding up these historic conflicts again for their own purposes. It's very clear now that Theresa May is unable and unwilling to deliver UK independence. She should step down and let an interim leader finish the job. I think David Davis, with cross-party support from Nigel Farage and Kate Hoey, would be ideal for the job. The will of the British people is being usurped and perverted. It is time for the British MPs who dressed themselves in the clothes of Brexit to replace the weak and wobbly Mrs May and deliver us the freedom that we voted for on that famous day 2 years ago.